All right, well, here we are for our first, hopefully, camp of the season. Got the king set up. Have the kitchen pulled out. Not quite level, but it'll do. And have a nice fire ring. Left us some nice firewood, but this is Arizona in June. There are no fires. So, be cooking electric as usual. Back out here in a new section of the Coco Nino. And this should be fun. I hope. Because I'm actually going to be sleeping. Let's see if I can get out of the sun here. In this thing. It is a kids Ozark Trail 5-foot by 5-foot teepee tent. Getting in the sun again, or the shadows. Bought this figuring we could use it with our grandson when he comes out. But I figured, you know what? I'm in the process of a project that isn't going right, isn't going well at all. I have to keep changing my plans. So I decided, let's try this one. I didn't want to get the Gazelle out because that thing is just huge. So I'm going to set it up right over there, I hope. And I also hope this wind, it's not bad. It just kicks up every now and then. But I'm just hoping it doesn't blow it away. So I will check back in after I set it up and I'll show you what I'm going to be dealing with. Okay, so here's the big bad boy. Let me get out of the way here. All set up. Hopefully I got a good thumbnail out of it, and you saw Gary sitting in it. Just getting ready to feed him. It's his dinner time, and then I'll have to make mine. But this is it. It's 5-foot by 5-foot and 5-foot tall. And I did the math. Well, Google did the math. Since I retired from being an engineer, I don't do math anymore. And from corner to corner, it's supposed to be 7 foot. Now, I'm 6 foot, 220 pounds. He's a tubby dude. So this is going to be interesting. The sun has to be right behind me. In that back corner there, I have my little Jackery I'll put in there. I've got the big boy that's going to be supplying power for the fridge and later when I cook, and that'll stay in the Bronco. It might work. It might work. And that is a big fly. I better be careful. He might take my camera with him. So I've got a little 3-inch foam from an old mattress topper. And I have my crappy sleeping bag. It's supposed to get down to a little under 50 tonight, but I'm not quite sure. It only gives me a guesstimate up in this area. So looks like we have a little bushcrafty thing over here we'll check out later. I don't know if Bigfoot made that or not. Hope he doesn't come home anytime soon. But again, we're back up in the Coco Nino, but in an area I've never been. So we'll do a little hiking around later after dinner. Get up, have some breakfast in the morning, and then we got to take off because I got to be home for Pat to use the Bronco. And that's about it for now. But here's my setup. This Should be interesting. Right, Gare? Yeah, I don't think he's too thrilled. He likes me, but not that much. Well, I'm about to feed him. He loves me. So anyway, I'm going to feed him, rest for a little bit, and then I'm going to make my dinner. Well, Gary's disappointed because he didn't get any of my dinner. But then again, I didn't get any of his dinner. I've got a mess to clean up. But I got a nice sunset to watch while doing it. After I'm done cleaning up, I think Gary and I will do a little exploring. His after dinner walk. And I'll try to show you what that thing is. I don't think it's Bigfoot, because I went over there earlier, and the shoes are smaller than mine. So, I don't think it's Bigfoot. Although, if you're into that thing, earlier, in that direction, I heard some knocking. Now, I have watched a couple of channels about the subject, and I'd say over in that direction a couple of miles, they have what's known as the Mogollon Monster over at the Mogollon Rim. Not sure if I really believe it, although I have had the you-know-what scared out of me in the past. Hearing noises, I didn't know what they were, but that was some years ago, and it was in the Prescott Forest. So anyway, I heard some knocking. It's not the type that I've heard they do, but I heard some knocking. So we'll see what happens when the sun goes down. Anyway, before the sun completely goes down, I am going to do the dishes, clean up, put the kitchen away, and then we'll take a walk. Well, there's our camp back there. Taking Gary for his evening walk. Call you Pigpen with all the dirt you're kicking up. There he goes with his little sidewalk. I'll show you the little bushcrafting, whatever you want to call it, in the morning when it's better light out. But this is the main road we came in on. And as you can see, we're not that far off of it. And there's another. Let's go this way, Gary. This way. Come on. There's another really nice spot over here. Oh goodness, just a bunch of trash though, of course. There's only a couple of pieces of trash over in my area. But over here there's a mess. So we're gonna, this is a lot more level than the spot I settled on. But my feet are going to be slightly ahead of or above my head will be slightly. All right, let's try this again. My head will be above my feet. So that will be nice. And so I think we'll make it work. There's a pretty big area over here. I didn't really see anybody camping on my way in. Did pass a couple of cars coming the other way. I don't know where they were coming from. But who knows? So anyway, come on, Gary. Come on. CSI Gary. He's got to examine everything. Come on. Yeah, you want to see that. Sorry. So yeah, this area appears pretty good. This is the direction that I told you I heard that knocking. So maybe we'll see something. I doubt it. You can hear the pig looking for some mushrooms. Pugs. So this trail looks pretty worn. Let's see where it goes. Gary's favorite thing, exploring. Doesn't look like anybody's been up here for quite a while though. Okay. Got a tree down. Huh. Another area up here. Huh. So we have these two trees. Look like they were snapped off. Have another one over there. I'm not saying, I'm just saying. Now, as you can tell, a couple of years ago there was a big fire through here. But, ooh, found the hole. So that's part of the problem. All right, Gare, let's go back. Come on. Looks like this is where it ends. Looks like this was probably a little ATV fun area. Come on. He's always got to make me spin. So, go. So yeah, interesting. Back in the forest, starting our camping season. That was definitely snapped off. Why? I'm not saying. I'm not saying a thing. Interesting pattern though. So, this is the worst part for me for hiking. Going downhill. My knees do not like it. And one of them is only, what, 10 and a half years old. The other one should be 9 and a half years old, but things didn't quite work out. Which is why you don't see me doing long hikes like some other channels. What do you see, Gare? Huh? What do you see? Well, if there's something out here, I'll feel good tonight knowing that I've got Gary to protect me. Right, Gare? So we're gonna head back to the Bronco, right through the trees there, and get ready for bed. Because when that sun goes down, it goes down quick. Probably just sit around a little bit. Climb in that massive tent. Whoa! Yep, almost went down. Almost. I'll keep that in so you can see it. I almost went down. That rock came out of nowhere. So anyway, we're going to head back to the Bronco. I'll pick it up when we end up going in to go to bed so you can see what it looks like. I think it's going to be comical myself. I also think it might get a little cooler than I was expecting. I do have some long johns if I need them. But we will pick this up later, show you what it looks like with a old fat guy and a young fat pug in a kid's teepee. Oh man, gonna be interesting. Well, it is dark. It is very, very dark. And this is our little tent for the night. What do you think, Gare? He's just wondering where that big orange palace we sleep in is. Well, I'll explain some things in the morning, but I still have it. But I figured I'd give this a shot. I'm shooting this on my phone because the Osmo doesn't do so good in this kind of light. Not to say that this does, but I think I'm going to climb in there and see how it goes. Wish me luck. All right, this is pretty comical. Gary's in his bed. I'm in my bed. I have all my stuff over here in the corner. My feet are against the end here, and my back is all the way against the other corner. I can't even I can't even move around in here to show you something different. Anyway, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting. But I'm a side sleeper, so we'll see how it goes. We will see you in the morning. All right, everybody. Here it is. The drive of shame. I tried having my headlamp on, but I got attacked by moths. So this isn't going to work. The tent was actually fine. Unfortunately, I left a second sleeping bag and a blanket at home. I thought I put them in the Bronco. I did not. I know you can't see anything. And I have very bad hips. And basically that pad that I was laying on and the single sleeping bag was not enough, and I was just in too much pain. So we're heading home. Fortunately, it's about an hour and a half. It is now 10:20. I tried. Didn't work. But got to keep it real. And this is a part of reality. Not everything works. So, thanks for checking it out. Thanks for sticking it out. Thanks for watching. Hopefully I'll see you in the next one. If you want me to try this teepee tent again, let me know. I did fit-ish. I just need more padding. I can't sleep straight on the ground like that. Unfortunately, any kind of a blow-up mattress is going to be too big. I have other foam at home that maybe I can cut down. So anyway, we'll see. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye for now.